Today I'm going through 3 ways to make your Botox last longer, and this is proven by science. I'm going to get you 30% or more longevity increase in your Botox type injections. Now, no aesthetic injector wants you to know this stuff, so don't share this video. But we'll go through these 3 topics, and the thing is, 7 billion injections are done globally of neuromodulators, which is what we call Botox-like products globally per year. So it's very common, and the average price that people pay per session after they get a couple areas done is about $600, and with inflation it's getting even more expensive. So if you can get it to last 30% longer, theoretically you're now going to need a whole injection session per year. You can throw that away, so you don't need it, and you're going to save $600-700. So let's dive into this video. And remember, there's a lot of myths. Let's first dispel the myths. People believe that if you get your Botox injections and it goes away quick, it's because you go into the gym to work out and you have a fast metabolism. That's actually not true. But what is true is you probably should not exercise for about 8 hours after your injections. Now, when I say exercise, that increases blood flow to the face. So anything that increases blood flow, red wine, of course, we mentioned exercise or heat, saunas, basically tranquilo for about 6 to 8 hours after your injections to let the molecule bind its receptor, then you're good to go. But don't worry about going to the gym, other than the fact of if you're contracting your muscle because you're reading and now you're trying to move the muscle, that will do it. Or if you're looking up and you're elevating your forehead. So don't overuse your muscle, but let's dive into the 3 things that will make it last longer. Number 1, let's tackle zinc, because you've probably heard about this before. If you take zinc, will it make your Botox last longer? Now, there is some data on this. There was a study, 77 people. It was a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. We always like that. And what they did is they gave people a lactulose, or what we call a placebo, so kind of a dummy pill, had no effect. And then they also gave people zinc citrate, 50 milligrams a day. So you now know the dose that they studied, and what did they find? Let's back up a little bit, because it wasn't just zinc. We'll talk about phytates in a minute, because they actually gave them 3,000 PUs of phytase. So we'll come back and talk about that in a minute. But what did the study find? Well, if you look at the numbers, 92% of people had a 30%, yes, a 30% increase in longevity from taking the zinc with phytase. Now, what's important about zinc and phytase? Well, Botox is a zinc-dependent product, so you need zinc to make this molecule work. So by elevating the zinc levels, that is the theory of why it lasts longer. Now you'd say, well, how am I getting zinc, and why would I need zinc? Well, half of America does not take in the recommended amount of zinc that is federally recommended. Now I say federally recommended, often those doses are low. People want even more, and that's why we use the 50 milligram dose. What about phytase? Well, phytase is an enzyme that helps promote zinc and zinc absorption. The problem with the American diet particularly is it's high in phytates. So by reducing the phytates, then you're going to get more zinc absorption, and you're going to get more longevity of your Botox. So yes, zinc does work, and what you want is the 50 milligrams of zinc citrate with the phytase, the 3,000 PUs of phytase. The number 2 best way to improve your Botox duration is your post-care. Yes, it's on you a little bit. So after your injections, as I alluded to, you don't want to get increased blood flow. What are the things you want to avoid? Excess caffeine, excess heat, no saunas, no sun, like I'm starting to get as the sun comes up, but I did not have my Botox this morning. But you don't want to get the sun. You don't want to get the heat, saunas, hot tubs, all those things. Exercise, I tell people, this is expensive. Like I said, it's about $600 an appointment. So avoid it for the day if you can. If you're an exercise freak and you need to work out, just avoid your cardio. If you're doing weight training, not getting your heart rate up, I'm okay with that. So you don't want to get the heart rate elevated. That's the key. The number 3 and proven way to improve your Botox duration is increasing the dose. Now this is important because I'm going to talk about dilution, and I know a lot of you go into your med spa, your injector. One of the most asked questions I'm going to get, Doc, I think my Botox is diluted. It's not working anymore. Am I getting ripped off? There's a couple points to this. One is it now comes as a powder. So all toxins in the USA and most around the world, we have to put a diluent in there. Think of it like a sterile water. It's not quite that, but think of it like a water. So they're all quote unquote diluted. Now, there are pre-diluted toxins coming out. The problem with those is you can't concentrate them more because they're already concentrated. They're dummy proof. Why are we dummy proofing toxins in this way? It's because many injectors are not trained. Many people are getting from backyard Botox, from houses, from estheticians who aren't medically trained or illegally. So what happens is if you get it in a vial, it's pre-diluted, great. They can't mess up the dilution because we have to dilute it to make it work. But at the other side of it, you can't get it concentrated. So who you see, what you get, getting pure product makes a difference. And most of this product has to be refrigerated. So how it got to you, if it came by car to the house that you're getting injected in, well, that's a problem because it may have warmed up. The company that ships it, it has to be shipped properly. All of these things are going to affect your efficacy. So how strong it works, how much freezing you get. So by increasing the dose in a legitimate practice with a legitimate provider is one of the best ways. It does increase your price, but remember, time is money for a lot of people. So if you've got to keep coming back to get injected, you could be working, you could be productive. So for a lot of my patients, they're happy to spend a little more, increase the dose, but get 6 months out of it. Very doable as you increase the dose, but you need to go to a legitimate spa with legitimate products or legitimate provider. So that's another way that you can increase it. But let's not stop there. Let me give you a bonus tip, because the single best way for your overall face to make everything last longer is to build your collagen. Botox-like products do not build collagen. So by increasing your collagen, that means when your movement comes back a little bit, the skin is not wrinkling, crinkling, crepey. So it has more structure, more integrity, more support. So for my patients, they're usually coming in twice a year maybe for toxins, because I am big on building collagen to help support the skin. Now, to help boost your collagen and find out exactly what you need to do, go to quizmd.com. You'll answer a couple of questions and an answer will come up with exactly the skincare routine that I recommend in my clinic to my patients. You're now going to want to watch this video all about how to boost your collagen through nutraceuticals, and this one on the blueprint skincare routine so that you can make your skin stronger, keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.